Tamper town, snow on the ground. Still we're out late, worldwide in one place.
Woohoo! Yo.
He's back.
Hey, this is the first pod where everybody's back in town now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hola, boys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nuno.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Are we supposed to finish these?
That's the point of half a shot.
I think you gave me the biggest one. But
Well, you took it.
How you boys doing?
So here we are. Where are we at today? We're in the basement of Onda again.
We're back home.
We're back home
Once
where
again.
it first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the last, right?
Nah.
It's
home.
nice and comfy over here.
We're home.
I feel like I blend here.
So who's traveled lately? I think where have you been?
I was in Alicante. We had
Alicante.
it was not really a holiday.
Uh,
It was this
yeah.
what they call a workation. First time for me
Where's Alicante?
in Spain, southern Spain.
Yeah.
I thought it was Morocco. So.
Yeah.
What are you guys, American? You
What are you guys doing?
guys don't know where Alicante
But that's a
It's
good
close
one.
to-
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I thought you were American.
is. I know where it is.
Yeah.
He's also Asian, so it balances out.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's why.
High IQ, crazy execution.
Worst math ever, though. But it's all right.
I thought it was a black dude. All this time.
It was a workation. That's what they call it. I don't know if you've heard about that. For me, it was a first. It was basically because I work for a company that has people working in different countries. So once a year, usually we have a party where we try to meet everyone like face to face.
Yeah.
And this time, instead of having a party, then we went to Alicante for a week, and we just worked in the mornings, and then have free time in the evenings.
Work?
We were like,
Did you guys actually work?
Work.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
like,
okay.
it sounds
Yeah,
like a lot of work.
no, we
Yeah.
did work. It was very rough
Yeah.
because, of course, you're trying to make the best out of all the time, and then in the
Hungover.
morning you might
Yeah.
be a bit. I try not to be hungover during the weekdays.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, you're super tired, right? You sleep way less, and
Why do you sleep way less?
because you're just hanging out with the
Working?
people,
Yeah.
right? You know?
Working alone.
No.
Honestly, no. No, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But no, actually, I was because we were sharing rooms, kind of thing, sharing room with my boss.
Yeah.
But then my boss on paper, he's not really like. It's a weird thing, but the guy has the same schedules as me. Like wake up early, go to work, and then in the evenings, like let's go eat something good, let's have some drinks, and I think that was a great thing. And it was really nice, man.
How's the food?
The food, great.
Yep.
Controversial. No, I really like. I don't know about you guys. I know time is the same. When I travel, the way I like to travel is no schedules. I might check one or two things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Usually try not to be the super touristic, but for example, here in Alicante, they have a fortress on top of a mountain. So of course, it's like you have to go there, right? Because you're here.
Yeah.
But then just walking around, you check whatever place looks good.
Yeah.
You see a place is busy, looks good. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
And then you get some food. Like try to get something good. Try to always ask the locals, like, okay, where would you eat?
Yeah.
What would you order? What you could recommend?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, did the usual tapas, which is in Finland. If you go for tapas, it's like 5-7 euros a tapa, right? There is like one something. So
Yeah.
we were like full of tapas the whole trip. Cheap beers.
Nice.
I cannot complain, man.
But you said something about the language. How did you get by? I mean, you come from a Spanish speaking country.
True.
And now you're in another Spanish speaking country. How did that go?
This might be a bit controversial, but but I think in Mexico, and especially because I'm a big guy, and I try to. People often talk about I look a bit aggressive, a bit like intense look and whatever, and so I try to speak a bit like tone myself down and be a bit like gentle.
You're like, hey, how you doing?
And
Hey, I'm in Alicante for the first time.
not that gentle, not that gentle, but
Stop it.
Mexican Spanish, Mexican Spanish tries to be quite gentle often, and you use a lot of like, it's very polite, very like a lot of
Kind words.
but very kind. Try to make it very soft, especially with people you don't know. I don't think that's a thing in Spain.
Okay.
For me, it sounds a bit aggressive sometimes, but of course, Spanish you get by, but then you have a few words that can mix things up, and then even first day we got into a bit of a situation where it was a bartender that she was not having like a good day,
Yeah.
and then it's like, do you want this size or this size? I was like, I just arrived to Spain now. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
And
She got on your ass.
I got really pissed. Man. Like, what do you mean? Because she said, like, we have caña, which is a small one, jarra.
Was this in Spanish or English?
No, in Spanish,
Okay.
of course. Like,
Okay.
they speak Spanish there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
in
yeah,
that area
yeah.
especially, it's like, it's not because in Barcelona you might
I
find
gotta
people
make
with
sure
different
for
languages. Not in
context.
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want caña or jarra? But jarra in Mexico is usually 1.5, 2 liters. And it's like, it's 4 a.m. It's like, or 3 a.m. It's like, it's a bit aggressive to get 2 liters at this point.
Yeah.
And so I asked, what's a jarra? What do you mean jarra? Jarra. I was like, I just arrived to Spain. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then her answer was, yes, while staring at me.
See.
Wow.
And then I just started laughing because I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then she was like, okay, this.
Oh, she thought you were Spanish?
Yeah,
Point
probably.
five.
Yeah. What is this guy on?
I don't think so, man, because my accent, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
Spanish at all.
Okay.
But I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I was late, and but yeah, those small situations where you realize, there's a lot of. For example, I went to the bar hotel. Hey, can I get a cerveza clara? In Mexico, that's like a light beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, with lime, with lemon, and like a rattler kind of. No, like normal. Oh, then you mean rubia? Because clara is with lime and like rattler. I was like, okay. Those nuances that.
Yeah.
I think he was kind enough to understand this probably is not from here, so he might mean something else.
But does that like, because it depends sometimes when you go somewhere during the day, and then during the night. I think that, bartenders, especially like during the night, they are more open to having like different kind of nationalities, per se, for example, a where you went during the day, and you asked for that. So
Yeah, because in the day, for example, like that day we went to in the evening, it was the only thing open at that time, but it was outside of the tourist area, so she might not be as used to as the guy in the hotel, because it was a nice hotel, probably a lot of foreigners. Like we saw a bunch of people, and so that guy probably is more used to dealing with these like nuances in language. So. Even with Spanish, there was a couple of those that you were like, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
But overall, you can go by and they're like, we're having a lot of paellas, and they don't have paella. There is arroz in banda, super good.
Yeah. What's the best thing you ate there?
Best thing was probably that the arroz in banda. It's like a paella, but it's all seafood. Not many vegetables. At least the ones I saw is like really good. Like seafood, like fish and some other
where
stuff.
did I see that?
And then they have sea broth, like the fish broth kind of thing. That's what they use for the paella, like the rice, and super good.
Is it like paella from Alicante?
No.
Where is it from? Because I saw something.
Valencia, I think it's
Valencia is the most
Valencia.
popular
Is it
one.
Valencia?
I think.
Valencia.
Yeah.
Like where it's originally from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think I
that's
saw
where it's more
something
popular.
around that.
But I think it's also one of those that every region has their own
Has
Their
their
version.
version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had good ones in Barcelona too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really good.
Like fancy places or like local.
Oh, both.
Both?
Yeah. You do high-end ones and low-end one, and
Yeah.
just how much you want to spend. I had a lobster and foie gras in Barcelona on the beach,
Shit.
and like high-end is like $20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's still a
Yeah.
lobster.
Yeah. It was bomb.
But you were traveling too, weren't you?
Yeah, where were you at?
I was in Malaysia and Vietnam. Did we talk about the last podcast? No, we didn't. Huh?
No.
This is my first
You
one.
haven't recorded.
Which
Yeah,
last
first time you come
podcast?
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last podcast is was us here.
How long has it been, Tam?
No, he was bored where he was at, apparently. Like,
Yeah, I did a come home to Jesus tour, like Southeast Asia, Vietnam. Like it was amazing. I saw some of my family there. It was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, and the food was amazing. But like we talk about this, like like I think I didn't tell last time in Spain, you're missing a salad, right?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if this is true, but they were telling like because all the food is salty, like super salty,
Yeah.
and someone was telling me that it's because it's so hot that you need salt and
need salt,
hydrate and stuff.
That's bullshit. I'll tell you what's bullshit.
But made sometimes you're eating and you can feel your mouth kind of like soaking
crunching
in,
up.
and you're like, mate, I'm craving a salad and a glass of water right now.
Yeah.
And the food is good, man.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
wine is cheap and it's really good. But sometimes you're like,
Yeah, and I think the same thing. I mean, I'm not a Europe world traveler, but I've been to like France, Spain, like Portugal, and like the food is amazing there.
Yeah.
But after a week, you get palate fatigue. So palate fatigue is when you eat the same thing a lot of times, and you can't differentiate the flavors. That's like if you eat lasagna every day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or you eat something every day.
Yeah.
Your palate loses it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got palate fatigue when I was in Malaysia, and sometimes in Spain because everything is like kind of
The same.
it tastes the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They mix ingredients around, but the spices are the same. They were all the same. In Malaysia, because Malaysia has influence from like India, China. You think it's fucking amazing, right?
Yeah.
But they also don't have vegetables or fresh, fresh vegetables or herbs. So I mean, you can only do curry.
Ping will listen to
So
this and
many
get pissed.
I already told her. I know. Sorry, Ping.
Man down.
I already had a fight with her.
There she is.
Whereas, like in Vietnam, like our cuisine in Vietnam, every dish has to have a balance of like salt, umami, sour, freshness,
Acid.
and texture. I mean,
Every meal.
just about every meal, everything you eat has to have like one of those components together.
Even just a piece of bread.
I mean, like a banh mi. Yeah, like a banh mi. You know,
yeah.
like
Like,
a
for
meal.
example, yeah.
Has everything in there. You know,
Yeah.
the pickle, everything.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Japan. I mean, I go to Japan every year. I eat ramen. I love ramen.
Yeah.
But after 3 bowls of ramen, it tastes the same. Because the Japanese people, they're all about the purity of flavors. So I'm going to do a tonkatsu, purity of pork.
Yeah.
I'm going to do, the chicken shio, the purity of each flavor. But it's great for one bowl.
Yeah.
But after
But
the
after
second
many,
bowl,
yeah.
it tastes the same.
Yeah.
So then what do you do? KFC, McDonald's?
That's why I love it. Vietnamese dish, like a bowl of pho in Vietnam, you can customize it however you want. So that's why like a bowl of pho has like vegetables, has like a slice of lime. You can sometimes I want a little more acidic. I want a little more spicy. I want a little more vegetables for texture. I want a little more like hoisin for some more sweetness or whatever. Yeah, just like I love Vietnamese food so much. That's cool. That's about it, but yeah. But I went from Malaysia to Vietnam and then back to Malaysia, and I was like, fuck, I miss fucking Vietnamese food. So, like, even Thai food is very similar, Or even Mexican.
There she is.
Or even like Mexican food, there's always like some kind of components.
Something, yeah.
Yes.
All these components are different kind of components.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Oh, nice, man. How you were there for 2 weeks?
2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Yeah.
That's a long time. But you were only a week, right? In Alicante.
A week.
A week.
It was a week. I arrived there on a Saturday, and then flew out the next Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Did you manage to get the things that you wanted to do done, like the things that you traveled there for?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're going to Vietnam.
You going to Vietnam?
Yeah,
We are
man.
going to Vietnam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Everything there is so good, so cheap, but the one amazing thing is that we can like segue into like I was happy in Vietnam, I was happy in Malaysia, I was eating, I had a good time,
And
but then when I got to Helsinki, I
What
was
happened?
like, hallelujah!
We've talked about this.
I'm home, dude, every
That's
time,
crazy.
dude.
We
That's
talked.
crazy.
We talked about this with.
traders.
We talked about this with Manny on the episode in TNT,
Yeah.
where.
Actually, go check out that episode in TNT. It's a very good episode.
Yeah.
Watching this, yeah.
But this. Well, we've been here long enough that Finland feels like home.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about it before the podcast. It's like when I arrived here, it's like you just arrived to the airport in Helsinki. Just the fact that you use that toilet,
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, I'm in Finland.
yeah.
Everything's
Yeah,
clean, everything works,
Birds
everything
chirping,
man,
and
this is beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I don't know. There's Yeah,
Something
Finland.
about
There's
it.
something about Finland.
There is, man.
I was like, again, like I took the train, buses, public transportation. People were on their phone, like video calling, like listening, watching TikTok on full blast, on like loud and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up, man. Like I get back here, I got on a VR train. I'm like, silence.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know,
Go to the BR. Extra calm.
Yeah, exactly.
but I think that's it, man. Like also like the last trip I had, like as soon as I got back, it was just this sense of no worries, because like I think full alert.
I mean,
Like,
if you come from
you're-
South Africa,
No,
Jesus
but
Christ.
still, but even in Europe, even
Yeah.
Portugal. Last time I was there,
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's
you
the same
come
thing.
back. It's just like there's no the stress level goes like below zero because you below zero because like from here. I don't have to chat to anyone. I don't have to listen to, you know what I mean? Like, I got my train ticket. I'm going home. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about this
I
country,
also
man.
have to say, man, like, because I discussed this with a few of my colleagues. I work from home. Finland is anyway a place that if you don't want to do small talk, you don't do it. If you don't like everything's, you can be by yourself basically.
Yeah.
And by myself, most of my days are all by myself. Then Petra might come later, but I close my door at my office. I'm working, and then she leaves for work, and then in the evening I'm all by myself. And after that, having a whole week of socializing 24/7,
You're tired.
bro, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, and in Mexico it was normal, right? But now I'm so used to the calm and quiet and the
Yeah.
And you know what? I
is
hate
rough.
one thing I do miss about being in Finland, like when you go to a restaurant, back home or anywhere, the pressure.
It's too
You
much
know, like,
pressure.
what are you gonna have? Oh, this, or this, or this.
I recommend you should have this one.
Hurry up,
Hurry
hurry
up,
up, hurry
yeah,
up,
hurry up.
order, order.
Yo, we should order now. And
Yeah,
there's so much, like, and then here, just like, the bartender or the waiter doesn't even care. Just sitting there.
But
You take as long as you want.
man,
I'm
I'm
gonna be
not
over
even
there.
gonna bother you. It's not even a rush.
I'm getting my paycheck. I don't need to hustle.
one thing, man. I really appreciate from Finland now that I was out, because this is a problem in Mexico as well. We were in Spain. I'm the only one who speaks Spanish. Well, the guy I was sharing room with, he also speaks Spanish, but he was smart because since day one he kind of pulled back and he was just like, let you guys who speak Spanish handle it.
Yeah.
So there was only a couple of us that are like natives or fluent. And then, we arrived. We went to a place, for example, super nice place with a huge group. We ended up in a table with 10 people, ordered a bunch of paellas, and the owner there, he was like this old guy, like he was joking with us, and he gave us a bunch of free shit, and because we were buying a lot of things and drinks and whatever. They poured their gin and tonics very freely, where it was a huge glass. You couldn't feel the tiny mixer. It was like a double, triple, whatever, like €6, super cheap.
Yeah.
But I digress. The whole thing is like, okay, now we have a bill, €300 for 10 people.
people?
We ate
Wow.
like pigs,
Yeah.
proper nice ham that the guy was cutting,
Yeah.
cheese, whatever,
Yeah.
like bunch of drinks, 4 huge paellas. He brought like some entries with fish and whatever, like try these for dessert. He brought, this is like a Moscatel wine. Please have one each and these and that.
Moscatel.
€3, like €300, right? It's like, and some guy in the back, like this guy. Oh, can we split it? And you're like, of course you cannot split this.
Those are the moments where you remember, like, okay.
Okay.
Of course you
Yeah.
cannot split
No.
this. Like the look on the waiters every
Oh
time
my
someone
God,
asks, "Can
like-
we split this?" It's like,
What's wrong with
fuck
you?
are you talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, you appreciate that.
Yeah. That part, definitely.
Did they give you attitude?
Yeah.
In Finland?
No, in Finland, yeah.
No, Finland, no.
But last, like in South Africa, like man,
No,
and I traveled
I
with.
think every other country,
Right.
you cannot split a bill individually down to like, no, he had 2 shots, I had 1 shot. And Finland be like, okay.
They hate it. We tried
Everybody
that.
hates
You know, when I was in South Africa with Willie and Santu. It was always before we asked the bill or before we went. We already knew who was gonna handle the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than
we
Once
split it.
we
Yeah.
tried that,
Yeah.
before the lady was already giving us attitude because she saw black guy, white guy, mixed race.
guy.
Yeah,
The white guy's paying. And then you guys say, "Can we split the bill?"
Can we split it? She looked at us. She's like, because she was already judging us the whole, like who's asking why, looking us, up and down, and she was, as soon as my white friend opened his mouth, she was like, "Yo, pay attention to him, only to him." And me and Willie started looking. Okay, well, then we split it. She was like, Nema. And they were like, no, it's like our system doesn't allow and yada yada. And then one of us had to pay for it. After that, we were like, no way, we're not gonna go all this trouble. It's $20.
It's 20 euros.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What ended up happening was that of like, mate, someone pays, bam. And just
Mobile pay.
Mobile
Mobile
pay.
The problem here was that we have a lot of Estonians and Latvians. Mobile pay, I learned, they don't have it.
It's not
They don't.
universal.
Yeah, but now it's
not,
working in Sweden through VIPs. So that's one
VIPs.
thing. Yeah, VIPs. But, so, Finland voted for the 9th time to be the happiest country in the world.
Round of applause.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? 9th time in a row. Finland is the happiest country. But have you seen the marketing that's happening around like being the happiest country in the world?
I've seen the memes.
Yeah, and I mean the marketing is based on the memes. It's like people sitting in a sauna like this.
I guess that's what happiness looks like in 2026.
That's what happiness look like.
Exactly, and that's what I was about to ask. Like the definition of happiness that makes Finland the happiest country in the world is not necessarily joy, but it's other things, right?
Exactly. Because I got my friends. They repost it. They say, "Oh, damn, it's the happiest place." I'm miserable most of the time.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm alone. I'm
this
alone.
weather is shit. It's dark.
Yeah.
Like everything's fucking expensive as hell.
I'm happy though.
But I think
Is he Finnish?
Huh?
Is he Finnish, that person?
No, the Americans that ask me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, there's criteria. So, TK, you have the criteria
Yes.
to get this straight.
All right. So the definition of happiness, right, that they use to measure happiness globally is based on a United Nations report that includes GDP per capita, social support, right, so community, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perception of corruption, frequency of positive and negative experiences, so emotional as well. So the responses are based on that. And when they do those calculations and compare it globally, Finland continuously ranks one of the
Makes
highest.
total sense.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Amazing.
You go by that.
But I have to say, like, there's a couple of these things that I'm like, I don't think maybe we scored high in that one. Number one, community.
The thing is that
If you're white and Finnish.
the thing is, isn't this a thing that they ask people?
Yeah.
That's the thing, man.
But some of these are real like data-based indicators. And the other thing that you must have, that we have to take into consideration is that Scandinavia, but Finland especially, is a very like open data country. There's so much data that they collect off of the citizens that like some of these information already exists in like data points that they collect on.
But for example, if you think about community, I don't know exactly what.
That's on a questionnaire.
No, but I don't know what data they use for that. But for example, if you think about it, because I would question the community part. But if you think about it, from all the Finnish people you know, or even yourselves, how many you have your housing associations that we are all part of, and then when they have this taulu, what's the thing that that everyone gets together. Let's all clean the garden and this and that, and then
I think
a bunch of people is part of associations. I'm part of the board for my darts association, and I'm like I don't do much there, but I'm part of that. So if you measure those things, where is people active in the community doing stuff? I think a lot of people are. So
definitely.
it might be a different kind of community as you think about it.
I was gonna get to the same point as you. I think that maybe not openly, like like talking about it all the time or like showing it a lot.
Yeah.
But I think like this country is one of those countries that once they decide to do something, they really
They
come
go
together.
all in.
Execute.
They
Yeah.
really
Execute.
go
Yeah.
together.
I'll give you that. I think I read in a paper that all the I didn't know this until I read about it. All the major food like grocery stores like Casper, Escrow, all that, they have. Well, it's also in the law, but they also like agreed that in a time of crisis, they have a certain food bank that they store. Yeah, so they have
There we
like the rice, bread, all that stuff that they store in case of emergency. I think that's what they mean. Community.
And and I
like,
think it
yeah.
starts on a really high level that these guys who make these decisions have
Yeah.
some agreements in place that trickle down to us basically, that have that, hey, no matter what, or in this situation or in that situation, whatever, we will unite no matter what party you are, what red, blue, whatever, white,
Exactly.
everything, everybody unite. And I think
Yeah.
that's when
That's
they
part
say
of
community.
community.
But
Yeah,
like in terms of like everyday life, hell no.
Yeah. I mean, people don't even speak to other bus
Hell
stations.
no.
Right? But the other indicator that I thought was like interesting, right, is that I mean, okay, the frequency of positive and negative experiences, like I think the standard in Finland is that you constantly have like maybe like a neutral experience.
Yeah.
But for me, I always question. I love Finland. I think that yes, we are definitely one of the happiest countries in the world. But I don't know if the definition of this happy.
This is community right here.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Sharing is
Yeah. That when we have this definition of happiness, does it apply in the same measure to everybody, right? So marginalized communities, migrants, like if you were to take the same questionnaire and split it into like different groups of people,
Yeah,
would it have the same impact?
Yes, but I have one kind of counter here where
Yeah.
I've met Finnish people
Mm-hmm.
who are constantly complaining.
Yeah.
The government and this doesn't work, and the healthcare sucks, and this sucks, and they go 6 months, a year to another country,
There we
and
go.
when they come back, they're like, "I love Finland.
Magnificent.
It's beautiful."
Yeah.
And I think that comes a bit with the.
But there's also
You're right.
It might not be the best, but when you compare,
In
yes, we're great.
comparison. Exactly.
You know,
but I think also like I mean I've hired people that are from other countries that work here,
Yeah.
and they're like compared to my country,
Yeah.
compared to my country, Tam,
Yeah.
as shitty as some people say Finland is with like against immigrants,
Yeah.
it's still better than my home
yeah,
country.
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And actually, just to maybe like put the pin in that point is that if you think about it, relatively to the rest of the world,
Yeah.
Finland is definitely one of the happiest places in the world, right? Because all of these things are really, really true. Even when you look at the marginalized groups, because if you think about it, that you don't need to go bankrupt from giving birth. You don't need to go bankrupt on like that, right? Or even these positive and negative experiences, bruh. If the most negative experience that I can experience in Finland is the fact that my neighbor doesn't speak to me or somebody doesn't say hi to me on the bus, versus the fact that I could walk outside of my house and get shot.
Yeah.
It's a small things, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're not exposed to the rest of the world, it's easy to like. I think I said this in one of the episodes. I'm like, at some point, I think I got invited into some political circles and stuff like this, and there were a lot of these items were on like the discussion board that how we need to fix these things, and I'm looking at it fresh out of coming over here. I'm like, I don't know if there's anything to complain about. Things are looking pretty good over here. You know what I'm saying?
With that said, though, like don't move over here.
Yeah. I mean, like it's okay.
Don't move here. Come listen, but don't move here.
Unemployment rate is 10%.
It's
terrible.
You will not find a job here.
No, not today, not tomorrow.
I mean, we talk about that, but I mean, let's talk about like some of the like challenges also, because on Reddit, all the time you see like, hey, I can't find a job in Finland, and I tell people all the time on Reddit, it's like, you know what?
Change your surname.
Network. Yeah, that's it.
It's free.
I know.
You can do it anytime.
but even for the joke, all jokes aside, even for Finns, it's hard finding a job. Also,
Yeah.
yeah. Of course, the challenge is more if you have a foreign last name. Of course,
Yeah.
but it is tough. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What the
something
other?
to say
I
about
had
that.
something also on that topic, but also I think it's very easy to measure and to get data from Finland because it's like people are very honest about things, and you can easily you can easily do research and then collect data from it. You know what I mean? Because people tend to speak the truth normally, and it's only 5 million people. You know, so it's pretty easy to get data from people.
I think the 5 million is part of this happiness because
Exactly. That's why you don't move here.
no,
It's only forest, man. Forest and water.
Because it's just management at the end, right? Like government is management, and it's always easier to handle less people.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of things are easier and work better here.
Yeah.
Because when you scale it, then it becomes a
more
problem.
challenge.
It becomes a bigger challenge, of course, but then you can't scale Finland. It's no way. Where are you going to go? Like, what? You're going to cut down more trees and go to the forest? Who wants to come
Have
to
you
the
been in
forest?
countryside?
No.
Dude, I have.
There's a lot of countryside here.
There's
There's
a bunch of
lot
people
countryside.
I know,
Yeah.
Build a
but
lot of cities.
but how you gonna
Beautiful.
track? How you gonna track the Vietnamese man?
Yeah.
Hey,
To go to Asikala.
yeah, come move to Asikala. 3 months a year.
Bro,
3 months of the year, you're
I
gonna
lived in
have your
Joensuu.
weather.
I lived in Joensuu for 3 months.
Yeah.
You know,
But I've
Talking to the wrong Vietnamese guy.
he go anyway. Like he's been
No, but
doing
I mean,
it.
like, how do you attract more people here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even from Portugal, you're like, hey, come here. They get here, summer's fucking amazing. You look left and right, you break your neck because you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, everything is perfect. And then this fall comes in, it's like, what the hell? Hey, what is
But
this?
I think Finland has the same problem that Japan has. That people are getting older,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but there's not enough people to the birth rate.
That's fact. So the
Is
birth
enough.
rate is going really, like the birth rate is low. People are aging really fast. So your like economic dependency ratio is quite shaky. So there's less people working that are needed to maintain
why
the
is
economy,
that
and it's
though?
going worse.
Can we touch
Yeah,
on that
I
topic or
think,
no?
I think I might be wrong, but it has to do with the people here. Like I think the average person here is quite well educated.
Yeah.
Like you can tell every time you talk to people. It's like there's a lot of people very well educated, and
But
then
no street smart. But
no, not street smart because you don't need it.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
the thing. That's true. But the thing is I think there's correlation between like well-educated people and the amount of kids you have because you wait
Yes.
longer, you plan it more, and then at the end you might be like maybe like I'll only have one if I have, maybe not.
Yeah,
And
It's-
and I think in all countries that have that kind of like good education, good life level kind of thing,
No, you're completely right. Actually, it's
then the
it's,
birth rate suffers.
Yeah, actually the higher GDP per capita, the lower the birth rate starts to become, like in general, right? And that is actually based on the fact that the more educated people are and the more independent that they are, the less reliance that you have on the fact that you need to have children to actually because remember, like the logic, or at least the reasoning,
That's the
for
logic in
example,
Mexico as well.
Yeah, that if you are a low income household, often you have more children, so that you also like make sure that you have more people that work in the house, so that you can take care of each other, but also that when you get old,
Someone
that
takes care of
somebody's
you.
taking care of you. And when you don't need all of that, the birth rate. But the argument, I think, not the argument, but I think some of the arguments that I've seen around that, not only in Finland, but like in a lot of first world countries, is that, and I hope that I'm not misstating this as well, is that women have been saying that it's not necessarily also the fact. Actually, let me not even make that comment. Let's just cut that out.
Okay.
That one is going to be.
Can
Let's just leave that one
But
alone.
TK
Let's cut that piece out.
TK, can I quickly step in a little bit
Yeah.
of what you said about this GDP stuff?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
No, but
No.
you know exactly why I'm
But-
like, let's leave this.
But I think like also like, well, if you're smart, you also know that the world needs people. You know what I mean? Like
I
like
understand
like,
what you mean,
what is the smartest? Like, are you
smartest decision you can
educated?
make.
Are you educated
Yeah.
to work until you're a certain age. Once you reach that goal, then you can start thinking about something else.
Yeah.
That does not make you smart. That makes you fucking program. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you're really smart, you know that you're a human being and you brought here to reproduce so that your genes can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, that's what
Actually,
educated.
The thing
and
is,
like that's
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this because I'm on the other side. Because I don't want to have kids, and my girlfriend doesn't want to have kids, and we have planned.
Yeah.
It was before we even started dating. We have a few questions, and it was the first question was like, "Do you want kids?" No. Okay. Okay. Now we can date. The,
damn, guys.
we're
that
both.
was one hell of a first date.
We are both. No, because we knew each other before.
Oh, okay,
but-
shit.
But it went like that. But the way I see it is because I didn't have. We were not poor.
Yeah.
Like we were kind of. It was a weird thing where I experienced. I had very good education, like we have scholarships and stuff, and for different reasons. But we were kind of broke, and then my parents were doing really good, and then there was a crisis, and we lost everything, and so I've seen kind of both sides of the coin.
yeah.
And then in Mexico, I was like, I was studying a lot. Managed to get a really good job. At some point, I got sent to Europe, whatever. Like, the first time in my life where I didn't worry about money
Yeah.
was probably 4 or 5 years ago. So for me, I'm
Peace
now
of
I'm now
mind.
36.
But you're in Finland, you can have kids. It's-
But you know,
it's
like
cheap.
I'm 36.
I'm kidding.
It's
I'm
cheap.
kidding,
Fuck
I'm
off.
well, it's basically.
But the thing is, like, this is the first time I don't worry about money. So the way I see it is like, man, I don't need to have kids. So I want to enjoy my life now that now I don't have to worry about money. Now I can travel. Now I can do everything I want.
yeah.
I don't want to be responsible.
Yeah, it
of,
makes
of
sense.
another human being.
I think like
I
this,
don't want to be responsible.
this subject has so many layers, and this podcast is not long enough for that.
But that's how I see it. I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, actually, I read about some of this, and a major contribution to that, and like, again, might be controversial, but religion has a big part to do with it.
Of course.
Like religion, because some religions, like that's all you want to do is pump babies
Pump
out.
baby. Yeah. I get that.
So countries that are very religious, ironically, has the best like birth rate.
Yeah, of course. But then, Tam, now think
in
about
marriage.
But now think about what's happening now in the world because we became consumer. We are all consumers,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how do we feed into that consumer system? Is by getting more consumers.
Yeah.
It's just a fact, right? So once it becomes to a point that there's no more new consumers being born, then it becomes a problem. I don't see it as a problem because I don't see like Japanese people have suddenly stopped making babies. I think it's just part of their culture. I think it's just. But now because we are in a system that requires permanent consumers and customers.
But here's the thing.
now
then.
it's become a problem.
If I can just throw this in, right?
Yeah.
So there's two ways to look at it. If there wasn't the institution of marriage,
Yeah.
and men and women could interact and procreate as they will, as was back in the day, the population growth would have been different potentially to the way that we see things now. The other side of the coin is that when you decide to organize a family based on two people living together exclusively and building a family, for population growth to actually make sense, it means that out of that union, for there to be growth that makes sense, you have to have at least 3 children. Because if you only do 2, there's no growth. It's just maintenance.
Maintenance, yeah.
So now, imagine having 3 children in every family
In
all the
world.
time.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to raise 3 children? In Scandinavia, in Finland, it's maybe not as bad.
But why
But
kids
look
cost,
at
though?
it. Look at it in the United States, where I think that the average calculation of raising a child from 0 to 18 and then actually having them go to university is at least $1 million a child, right?
Yeah.
So $3 million.
Wait. Where is this kids living?
Am I wrong?
What
You're not wrong.
million, man?
I'll tell you exactly why you're not wrong. Because we came to America in 1975 after the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Me, my mom, and my dad. 10 years later, 84, my parents had worked up enough money and got my 2 sisters here. So 3-kid family.
Yeah.
3-kid family. both my parents were working, and I remember my dad before he passed away. God bless him. He was telling me how much easier it was to save money and raise kids in the 80s and 90s compared to something happened, capitalism.
Yeah.
They state capitalism that it was hard for him to and he saw like that his we had a family that come over here where we sponsor family.
Yeah.
They're like, how the fuck do you manage to raise 3 kids?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
we can't even raise 1 kid.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
It's expensive.
it's expensive.
And now, so you have, if you were to take $1 million a child divided by 18 years, okay, divided by 10, that's 100K. Divided by 20, that's 50K. So let's say, assuming raising a child costs 50K a year, and you have 3 of them, so you need 150,000 to raise your children on top of the money that you need to raise the 2 of you that are in the relationship. Assume you make it cheap for yourself, so you're like maybe 10% of that. So we need $170,000 in the household in the United States to have an average standard of living.
No, but
And then ask yourself, what's the average income of a couple in the United States? Is it 170,000?
It actually pretty close to
yeah.
So all of your money.
It's the average like 50K.
No, it
Depends on the.
I mean, if you do
state.
over average, it depends on state, but if you do over average,
No, but think about it. So 2 people are making 170,000 only to raise children. What else can you do? Can you go on holiday?
No.
Can you go and see shit? Can you?
But
So
I
there's nothing to. So what René is saying actually makes sense. Like, well,
Yeah.
if I have 170K, why would I have 3 extra people to take care of?
But-
Because
but
if
does
I had
that-
170K for me and my girl,
yeah.
we could see the world.
Now I'm gonna ask you all a question.
Yeah.
Like I know like things are way more expensive, things are way harder to achieve nowadays than let's say 20, 30 years back, right? Do you think your parents also didn't have these ambitions of fucking traveling and doing whatever the fuck we want to do? But
We're just more
but
selfish now.
you know, that's the thing. We just see that what we can achieve without kids. Obviously, when you put the kids on top, then it's like, oh shit, there's no way I can achieve that. And I get that. Look, I have 2 kids. Like I can't travel whenever I want. I can't do that. I can't. Yo, I get that.
Yeah.
But like it's fucking evolution. I'm sorry to say that. Like that's just how I think. You know, like there's always going to be something that's going to stop you from doing something.
Yeah.
But you figure out a way.
100%.
There's no way.
Yeah.
100%, man.
I agree.
But for me, when you rationalize it, and this brings us back toward the happiness here, right?
Yeah.
Because back in Mexico, I had a job that people would kill for, man. I got a job at 24, 23 that people on their 40s would kill for. And I have colleagues that were 50, 45, 40, that when I got hired to that position, they were pissed because they were like, man, I just got this job and I have to struggle my whole life to get this. Why is this kid getting it? So it was a great job, man. With that job, I couldn't afford a house.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford to raise a kid. And I was working 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week. There is no way I would have been able to have a kid, have a time, or be able to pay for them to be somewhere with that schedule and that kind of money. And it's a job that people kill for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
So obviously,
here-
obviously, Nuno is selling drugs.
No. That's also way understood.
Right? That's what I got out of it.
That's the only logical conclusion for this.
No, like,
It's either that.
yo, hit me up on 555. What's up?
1-800
Telegram.
I got them shits.
Like, swipe right. Yeah, there's got my link down below, yo.
No, but what I mean is like here in Finland, I could with a much less stressful job, much way better quality of life.
Yeah. Quality of life.
But now I want to enjoy it.
And so the setup now economically, basically, for a lot of families, because you want to now also give the kids the opportunity to see the world, is that raising children puts you in credit, and it's a credit economy. So a lot of people are in credit because of that.
Yeah.
Because again, your kid is going to school and saying, I don't have a phone.
I want to play hockey.
I want to
And
play
you're
hockey.
screwed.
I want to play ice hockey. I want a car. My friend got this, and
Yo.
TikTok says that I need to have like.
Didn't you say
know,
the same things to your parents? This week is tennis. Next week is cricket. The
My
other
bro-
week is
No,
this.
but
and what did your parents say?
no, look,
Shut the fuck up.
No,
Go
but-
back there.
yeah,
Go take
no,
a
but
shower.
I agree, right? Like,
Right?
Like I completely
your ass.
agree. Yeah, I completely agree. But I'm just saying that like that raising children nowadays
Yeah.
is if
tough.
you don't do it, like if you don't have savings, it's going to be on credit.
It's tough.
It's going to be on credit.
Which like I mean,
Sell drugs, 555.
Yeah, and unfortunately, maybe just one last thing.
yeah.
If the credit is not on you, it's going to be on the kids because then they have to take a loan to go to college, and then they have to spend the rest of their lives paying off for the loans to go to college.
You remind me of a story. So when I was traveling to Vietnam, the countryside, we went past these like these rice fields and farm fields, and there'd be like a cemetery, like headstones, like real nice headstones in the middle of a rice field in a farm. So I asked the tour guide, 'cause I don't know, I don't know, I'm Vietnamese, but I don't know everything about Vietnamese culture. So I asked the tour guide, hey, why there's
Had a tour guide? in
yeah, we had a
Vietnam?
tour. We went to the
Kind of
long way.
Vietnamese guys.
I went home and I took a tour guide.
I did. We went to the Mekong, all right? All right, motherfuckers. All right, you got me. All right, so the guy explained it. He said, yeah, because, when families get in debt, right? Because, every family eventually is going to get debt in Vietnam, like debt goes on. And so what happens is they write in the will, when I die, bury me on my
my
land.
land.
So the kids can't sell to pay off
Yeah,
the debt.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
You know what,
Shit.
I'm gonna screw you one last time.
bruh?
What's that?
I'm gonna screw you one last
Yeah.
time after that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I, like,
sell my land.
yeah,
but make a living off the land.
yeah.
Make a living off
Don't
the land.
Yeah.
like
Don't
my
sell
grandfather
it
when
to-
they passed it.
Yeah, don't
Like
sell
they're all
it to
buried
pay
on the
off-
land as well for the same reason. Don't
Yeah.
sell. You can't sell.
Yeah.
You how are
But
you going to
that's smart,
sell
isn't
land
it?
where your grandfather's grave is buried?
But that's the only thing you have. They have. That's
Yes.
their land.
But I think that's smart.
It is
Because you
smart.
sell it and then what? Tomorrow, what do you do when the money is still
same
out?
thing,
Like,
yeah.
But think about like 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago. What did you have?
That's
There were
hard.
no airplanes.
Yeah,
It's
no.
very hard.
Your
Man, I
property.
love that.
But
like,
what do you have like with you?
Yeah.
It's your tree, your banana tree, your fucking guava tree, your kids, your maybe cow, your chickens, one goat.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
And then where you gonna go? Well, like,
one goat? I'm gonna be eating that.
No, but well, you kill one, you get another one. Like, but you know what I mean. But it was,
I'm just playing.
but it's just like I think we complicate it so much because we are living in a very different world and we are very much on top of like Scandinavia. We live in a very educated country and we try to complicate everything to make life difficult. And I think life is very simple. It's food. It's about raising your kids. It's about, trying to be happy when times are not so happy. And just living, because at the end of the day, if you complicate everything, like every time I open my phone, there's a billion information that I need to take in. And that you just lose focus of what's really, it's useless. It's just, just like, okay, what is actually important and what is not? Like, what is important? When I'm here, I'm good. When I leave, I hope they're good.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we definitely have to like filter out. Like for me, I feel like as a person, like I have 3 kids, right? And I understand having 3 children and the joy that it brings. And I love my kids to
Exactly.
death. Like like I would never exchange that experience for anything. But I also understand people that
For
choose
$2 million.
not.
yeah.
Man, I'll tell you like this. Like I'll just be straightforward. Like I also understand people that say, I don't want to have kids.
I get
And
it
and
too.
there's no judgment.
I get it
Full
too.
respect, because you know what? Like it's not
I
for
wish I
everybody.
wasn't so horny in my 20s. Man.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. In your 20s, I have a
Shit.
bruh.
Because now I'm in my 30s, I'm thinking like, God damn, with this mentality, I'll be, I hope my wife doesn't see this.
You guys are probably going to have. You guys are having more kids soon. Let's just put that on the calendar.
Shout out to my son or daughter if they're out there.
Your father is coming home.
I hope you're
man.
over 18 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, on
But-
the serious note,
But I think, I think like, I think what, like, I think the bottom line is that, you know what, I told my friends, and they don't believe me until I show them proof that, you know what, I took a pay cut to move here, and I'm happier here. You know what I mean?
Actually,
I'm happier here.
I love the
That's
fact that you
true.
brought that up because we were talking about. I was at an event like 2 days ago in Helsinki, basically talking about like talent attraction and all of this. And one of the biggest challenges that has been coming up is that, well, you know, why would I come to Finland if I have to take a pay cut? And I said, but the branding that
Use me
we
as
sell
an
the country,
example.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, because like if you think about like safety, security, like healthcare, and all of that stuff, if you could quantify that in a euro way, you would actually find out that your benefits are probably just as good as
Exactly.
where you're running away from.
Yeah.
Because if you don't need to go to the doctor and pay $1,000, you only get a bill for 10 or 15 euros.
it's a big
Guy.
difference.
Man,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me- for
You
me,
know what I'm saying?
For
Yeah.
me, the main thing is safety. Because in Mexico, you're always watching your back. And in my city was not that bad, but you know, I had a couple times that they tried to rob me and whatever, and
I got
you
slapped
still have
once.
that thing. Slap.
Was it by a crazy person?
No, he was robbing. He was definitely robbing us. He took my phone and I got slapped because I had the wrong phone.
We don't do
You're too
Android.
broke.
No.
I'm looking for an iPhone. You have an Android?
But it was similar, bro. Like, you know, back this was like, sorry to cut you off.
No, go for it. Go
This
for it. I
was
want to hear it.
early 2000s, early 2000s. And in Angola, we still had this, what was it called? In technical terms, it was called,
The flip phones.
the phones that come with the SIM card internally. So the number is fixed to the phone.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Burner phones?
So he's
The drug dealer. He's the burner phone.
No, man. Okay. Let me rephrase it. Let me start over.
I know what you mean.
Before
I don't
you
know
guys
what's the
think
name.
I'm a fucking drug dealer. So in Angola, they had, in Namibia, I think too.
What's it?
Yeah, it
GSM?
was most of us.
GSM.
The
That's the
GSM,
word I'm
yeah.
looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
So in Angola, we had two networks, GSM, and then we had the prepaid, the SIM card.
Okay. Yeah.
So when the SIM card network came through, which is called Unitel, basically with the SIM card phone, you can have any phone. And with the GSM phones, you only buy those shitty phones that they have at
Yeah. Brick phones.
yeah.
Phones. Yeah.
So,
So you cannot steal that one.
Yeah,
yeah,
2210.
you basically can't
Yeah.
do shit with the
Yeah.
GSM phone
Yeah.
because the number is encrypted.
Yeah.
It's in the phone.
Got it.
So yeah, I got robbed, and he saw I have a GSM.
It's like, and then he slapped you for it.
I got slapped. And like, what do you? And then he even said like, you're mixed race. You got to mix it. You got a fucking GSM phone. Yeah. So yeah.
That's funny.
Good
Oh, that's
time.
crazy.
But my whole point,
Yeah.
safety, and the fact that I live in downtown. I live 5 minutes walk away from like the main square, and I can walk 5-10 minutes, and you're in a lake, in the forest, in the man.
That's true.
That kind of thing is
Would you ever move out of Tampere?
no,
Nah.
no.
You, Enzo?
If I don't have to, no, because I think
This is where me and René like actually like fully agree.
because Tampere is small enough that it's quiet as fuck. You can just walk everywhere if you're in downtown, like. But there's still stuff to do.
Yeah. I agree. I also agree with you.
Yeah.
Anything more than this is like why?
Yeah.
One thing I don't like about Tampere, and I have to say it.
You still live in Tampere. I mean,
Tam.
No, I mean Tampere. Like I won't.
You
I
still live
will
in Tampere.
never. I
Yeah.
will never move to Helsinki.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
shout out to my
I
friends.
might
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but not to
But-
Helsinki, like a satellite city outside of Helsinki.
Yeah, it could be something.
much
like
trouble.
that. But center Helsinki, no. Turku, man, I'd lived there for 6 months. Hell no.
Yeah.
Turku is nice in the summer,
Yeah.
but
Every-
overall,
Every Finnish city is nice and
yeah, but Turku has a lake in the middle.
Even
and,
Oulu is
like,
nice in the
it looks very pretty because it has its old buildings and the lake.
Yeah.
And it's really really nice. But why I wouldn't move out of Tampere is because of those reasons. But but Tampere is missing nightlife, bro. Like like more. Like there's enough bars, there's enough this, but I just mean like in general, like Tampere,
It's missing people.
residents.
No,
are
but like-
very
But
chill,
the lack of people is what I like.
No,
Yeah.
I like that too. But
Because you need more people for there to be more restaurants and more life and more this.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I enjoy the lack of people.
No,
but you know what I mean.
So
Like,
you
for
cannot have
example-
it all.
But for example, like Turku is the same situation. Has
Yeah.
about the same population.
It's worse.
But you still have this. There's something eccentric about it. Like when you go out in Turku in the night, you still see the lines in the clubs. You still see this and that. Tampere just has this pub, culture. I really enjoy. I'm not saying anything, but I just wish it was more like of this, like show offy nightlife. I'm not a big fan. I don't advocate it. But I really would like the city to have something, big Lamborghinis parked outside, like valet. Man.
I completely agree with you. Like even though I wouldn't join that nightlife, that I'm not even craving it anymore. But just the visibility of it is like,
I get it.
just like okay, these guys that are doing their thing.
Because every time people come to Tampere, they just say like Tampere is just fucking Yuntu. Like I'm gonna go to the bar in Tampere, but then if I want to enjoy myself, I go to Helsinki, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. Why isn't there something like that people can come, that it attracts people to come here and enjoy the whole weekend without having to feel like, oh shit, this was a right weekend. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's it.
man.
Population growth. We'll see. Maybe in a couple years.
man.
Yeah.
It's growing. Oh yeah. Did I see today? It was the most attractive city in Finland again.
Tampere just got an award last week and actually they just put up the statue just outside of Tulintori. I just don't remember what the award was, but like it's actually down the street from your joint.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you go on the street corner there's like one big like brand new huge thing. I don't remember what it is, but congratulations to Tampere. Beautiful city. We love you. We wouldn't want to move nowhere else.
I mean, this is where I think we should end it on here.
Exactly. So subscribe,
Activate bell.
activate the
Boom.
bell, follow us on all of our socials, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and we are on Apple.
Apple Podcast. We might get removed from there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Because it costs money.
Oh, okay.
So I might
Still
switch to
broke.
just
He's like, I might
YouTube.
just switch that shit off.
We are still broke.
From the censorship because
Yeah.
of me or something.
No, they don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
you're good. You're safe.
About the money.
Okay.
It's about the money.
Well, let's think about it. Unfinishedpodcast.com. If you want to come and join us, also let's get people in. Let's get more stories.
Let's have a big podcast in the summer outside. We invite everyone to share an opinion. Oh, we asked him a question.
Like Charlie
randoms.
Kirk.
Yeah. Oh, come on,
Oh,
bro.
I don't like the ending of that one.
Yeah.
No.
we might, if the calendars actually align, see you guys at an Independence Party coming soon.
And also at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
And we'll do
I'm
the
down.
independent. What's that? Do you want to shout out?
18th
if
of
people wanna join?
April, we're celebrating Zimbabwe's Freedom
let's
Day. I don't like to call it Independence Day. 18th of April, Freedom Day. We're just going to barbecue, hang out with a bunch of Zimbabweans here in Tampere by Kaupi. So if you're down, come through.
Yep.
We have the post on. Contribution is €20. That's for just making sure that we have a little bit of food, and anything that gets left over gets contributed to Zim Kids Association to support young kids from Zimbabwe to learn
Shout
language
out
and
Zim
culture.
Kids.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Do you have some association where we can follow these events and stuff?
Yeah,
Like
Zim Kids
Yeah,
are
put it.
Zim Kids Association. It's based in Vanta, and it's meant to teach like young Zimbabwean kids to learn our language and culture and stuff like that.
Shout out
All
Zim
right.
Sounds
Kids.
good.
Yeah, man.
See you on the next
you guys.
podcast. And,
Yeah, man.
See you next.
Cheers. Unfinished.
Tampere town. Snow on the ground. Still we're out late. Worldwide in one place. Yes, good. Came from the States with a suitcase stress. Made from Mexico.
Lyrical spice in his breath. Fiji boy laughing in a puff coat flex. Old girl cursing at the bus miss next. UK lad with a slang too sharp. Cook Islands crew with a warm heart charm. All in a bar where the cold hits hard. Jackets on hooks but we drop our guard.
The lads are temporary. Too cold